Hi everyone, it's Amy Shahinsky with Fun with Stamping, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Alberta, Canada. And today I want to share with you this great man card. I was doing my inventory and I was counting my blends. I'm thinking, I think I'd rather make a card. So inventory on hold, let's go ahead and play. So I'm going to give you all the measurements and I'm going to show you how I colored to kind of get this amber color of either your scotch or your whiskey, whatever you're drinking here. And so let's get started. Your card base is the early espresso, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And because it's early espresso, you're going to need a white layer on the inside. So this one measures 5 by 3 3/4, and I went ahead and stamped a little lemon twist for the inside. Then you have another piece of basic white, and again, this is 5 by 3 3/4. And then I brought in the lovely Designer Series paper in good taste, and this is just 1/8 of an inch smaller. So that is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8, and that'll be on the front of the card. Then we have another piece of the early espresso. This measures 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. And then brought in some more of the Designer Series paper from that pack, and it is 1 1/4 by 2 3/8. And then the basic white that we're gonna be stamping on, which I went ahead and stamped so we can get coloring, is 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. And then to kind of like avoid seeing that, I call that the seam, I put a little ribbon there. So this is the early espresso ribbon from the main catalog. And I think it's about 3 1/2, 4 inches, and that will just go on to hide the seam. So let's get coloring. With our blends, they are an alcohol-based marker. So with that, the only ink that you can use is a water-based marker, which is the Memento. So I went ahead and stamped on my project, and this stamp set is the Whiskey Business. So I did a lot of playing. I actually practiced quite a bit today playing with this, and to kind of get the feel of what I wanted to do and the look I was going for. And there's a lot of layering and blending with this. And so I like to start with my lighter color, and this is the light, what is this? Mango Melody. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put a circle of this right in the center of my ice cubes for the rocks. Then I'm gonna pick up, I have the cinnamon cider, and I'm gonna go for the dark one first. And I'm gonna go with the pen end, I call it. Now, if you can see on this stamped image, there's a lot of already like pre-shading done for you with the little hash marks. And so all I'm just gonna do is follow those with my dark cinnamon cider down the edge of my glass towards the bottom, and then come up on the side. And then wherever I see some of those shaded hash marks, I'm gonna go ahead and put some of my cinnamon cider. And I'm gonna go right over this mango, but that's gonna kind of blend and give me the amber color I'm looking for. So, and I'll say is you go back and forth, you add, you take away, you add of all your colors. So here is the light cinnamon cider. And now I wanna blend this light one into wherever I had my dark. So I'm going to push it into and color right next to, and sometimes right on top of the dark cinnamon cider. And I'm gonna go over the yellow. I wanna keep some of the yellow showing so we can have that, the shaded look of a cocktail on ice. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. Again, you're just adding layers. Now with it being a glass and ice, there isn't a white, but there is sometimes some shadow as it's sitting there on the bar or in your kitchen. And so I'm gonna, wherever I see hash marks on the glass or the ice cube, I'm going to add this light balmy blue. Just kind of gives a little bit of a shadow to the glass. Now I'm gonna come in with the Mango Melody again, and I'm gonna use again the paint or the pen end. And I'm gonna kind of blend it more so you don't see those lines. And what's lovely about these blends is if you make a mistake and you color someplace you shouldn't, or you have too much, we have the color lifter, which is this white one. I will play with that in a second. Now I'm gonna come in with the light cinnamon cider, and I'm gonna go with the paintbrush end. And I'm going to come over all of it. See how it just kind of tones down that yellow, but you still see it? Very nice. Now, the color lifter, let's just say you have a little too much dark and you don't like it and you want a little bit lighter, you can just go in. It's not a bleach pen, but kind of is. And it's just going to lift some of that color away. Just like that. That is, I love it. And how quick and easy was that? So now to put our card together, we're going to take our adhesive and put it on the back of our designer series paper. And this paper, our discontinued list comes out on the 24th of March. And I really, really, really hope this paper is not on it. I really like it. I think I've gone through 3 packs of it. But Stampin' Up! Likes to bring in new stuff, and I like to buy it. So now we're going to take the wood grain part of this and put it on the bottom of the espresso panel. Take our whiskey business and put that right on top and match up the edges because the ribbon is going to hide that seam. How quick is that? And I already added some, that's a little crooked. Oh well. Dimensionals to the back. And that's gonna go, oops, on the front of our card. Right about there. Now I have one right here that I've already cut out, and I added a little bit of our shimmering crystal effects. So it kind of looks like glass with ice, and I put a dimensional on top. I'm going to go ahead and add that to our card off to the side. There we go. And that's how easy and quick these blends are to use. Now again, I use the Cinnamon Cider, Light and Dark, Mango Melody, the Balmy Blue for your glass, and always, I just keep this handy. You never know if you're going to put too much dark. This is a quick way to lighten up your project. I love our blends. They're at such an economical price point where you can have them and it's not going to break the bank. And they do some lovely shading and coloring and blending. I would suggest if you're going to get these, practice. Take out a piece of paper and just stamp away, whether you're doing a whiskey glass or if you're doing a flower or the dragonfly. Just play around. The more I use them, the easier they get and the more fun they are. I really like these. All of this product can be found on my website, funwithstamping.com, on my blog under Shop With Me, and all this product can be found there. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'd love to help, and I'd love to see any coloring you do with your blends. Thanks, ladies. Have a great day.